Good job, buddy. You were a star. Anyways, the whole idea of it not being foul play because there's no evidence of foul play, to me that's bananas, especially when the one thing that might have been the evidence of foul play has been discounted.
Yeah, and listen, I get that walked off on their own is always a theory when you have a person go missing. But to me, it seems super far-fetched to think about 3 women with 3 different lives, 3 different sets of circumstances, all committing to disappearing at once on purpose. It's not possible. It's
way less likely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think mostly they think this because there start to be some supposed sightings, I guess, like near and far. One like on a bus or like in a bar or a club or whatever. And these are like miles and miles away with strange men. Sometimes they're even seen like hitchhiking, according to the Chicago Tribune. And all of these, like, they never turn out to be legit, but investigators run each one down and they keep coming in. So I'm sure that's playing a role here. But I also suspect that it has a lot to do with the letter that they found in Renee's purse, the one to her husband.
The one about the hot rods?
Yeah, they decided basically that she may have wanted to just skip town on account of her marital discord.
She didn't even give him the letter, though. And that does nothing to explain the other 2 disappearing with her.
I know. And they obviously questioned the husband, by the way, like he's in the clear. So her loved ones are like, okay, we hear you, but also are you serious right now? Like she's 19 years old and her feelings were hurt over like something you can probably work through.
Right.
And that was weeks ago.
And again, I say it has nothing to do with why Anne and Patricia would have left. Like, they're not giving up their lives in, solidarity over a husband's hobby?
Not maybe in solidarity. The Chicago Tribune reports that according to Sergeant Burke, all 3, Anne and Patricia included, have quote-unquote personal problems, but he wouldn't say what those are. Which isn't to say, we don't know what he's getting at, because long story short, what we know is that Patricia's sister, Janice, tells Dateline in a recent interview, so we find this out way later, that Patricia had been canoodling with a married man. And Anne had supposedly told friends that she was 3 months pregnant and might enter a quote-unquote home for unwed mothers, which is very much a thing in 1966. But it is such an antiquated concept in the year of our Lord 2025, well, at least for now, that I asked you to do some digging and give the Crime Junkies a quick explainer for the young folk listening.